Okay, YouTubers, an update. Got to ride this weekend and really put this KRX through its paces. And so, just going to give you my feedback after owning and still owning an X3 and a Can-Am Commander. Likes and dislikes. There is a lot I absolutely love about this unit. Starting from its stance to how it plows through mud and really you just feel like you're not going to break anything when you go through mud with this machine. It's just solid. And you know, and compared to my X3, which has got a lot of power and what have you, the same tires are on, because I changed to carnivores to get a little of both on my X3. This thing plows through it better. It's just more stable at high speeds as well. There's just so much that this thing does so well. I love the height on it. I love the ground clearance, the aftermarket accessories. I say what you want about having a glass windshield on here, but let me tell you, we just went to Sabine ATV Park near Leesville, Texas, for a couple of days here. And I got to tell you, number one, not to digress here, but that is an awesome park if you ever get an opportunity to go. The mud is sandy mud, so you can get through it a lot easier. But having a windshield and not having that dust in your face the entire time is pretty neat. So we left it on, even though it was hot. It wasn't that hot in the machine at all. We had some 85 to 95 degree weather. And so she rode well. Dislikes about this machine. Really about the only thing that I can say that I dislike about the machine are two things. One, I really like to step on it and watch that rear end kind of let loose and that instant amount of power. This thing is, you've heard that rubber band effect, a lot of guys say it. This thing is a rubber band effect. It builds up, but you're going fast before you know it, but you don't feel like you are. That to me, you know, I kind of like the X3. When you step on it, you're going, right? But I'm not one of those guys that wants to do donuts until the inevitable rollover, right? We've seen them. We've seen enough videos. Second thing I don't like is how your footrest is so close in here. That's, I mean, but that's a minor dislike to this machine. It really is. Everything else, I love these 6-point harnesses that are retractable. Way better than I do. I've got 6 points on my Commander as well. They're a pain in the butt. These retractables, I'm telling you folks, worth buying. I love everything about this machine. I actually have to say, overall, I like it better than my X3. I think it's going to climb better. When we get to do some climbing, I know it goes through mud better. So those are about the only two things I dislike. And this is not my ride. This is my wife's ride. So I replaced the Commander with this, and we're going to get a 4-seater before long as soon as I sell that Commander and move some things around. What does my wife like about this machine? Absolutely everything, she said. She really got a chance to, again, put it through its paces this weekend. She absolutely loves it. She said, you know, I liked my Commander, but that Commander, she had that Commander doing things that it wasn't supposed to do as far as climbing goes. And she worried me. This machine, she's not going to worry me in trying to follow me out in the hill country and do some of the things that we do. I'm not going to be worried in here. She loves how much room is in it. She loves the way it'll crawl, and she definitely loves the way it gets through the mud. She didn't get stuck one time. I got stuck once. She didn't get stuck once. She plowed through the mud like you wouldn't believe. And we're not mudders, but that park, well, that park made a believer out of me when it comes to muds. We didn't know it was Mudfest weekend out there, so there was 10,000 plus people, and we enjoyed the heck out of it. So, you know, that's just a quick update. This thing plants when you go forward at high speed. This thing is so stable at high speed too. I really like the stability of it. So that's just a quick take on it. I've found nothing in the aftermarket accessories that I don't like. I am changing out these green mirrors. I really don't like them. I've decided they just don't work right. We'll have the mud flaps in from Rock Blocks hopefully in the next week or so. I'll put those on and give you folks a video. The video the other day was taken in the sun, so it looked like it didn't match as well, but if you'll trust me, that green is a great matching green. When you get the light, if I were to do it right now and I don't have the piece, it's a real close match. You're going to really like the match if you want to put green on this thing. But it definitely needs mud flaps. Everybody will tell you that owns one. You better put some kind of mud guards on it or you're not going to have a whole lot of fun on the trails. Other than that, that's the update. What's coming next? Oh, and by the way, my wife absolutely, let's see if we can just make that happen. Excuse me for, let's see if we can make it go. She absolutely thought that was the coolest thing for Memorial Weekend to have those lights on hers. I have not changed them to the green. The green still haven't showed up from China yet, but she really loved those on hers, and she had a blast. Everybody complimented her, and that's the other thing. Everybody stopped her and said, I love your machine. I love that. I love your light. I love this. I love that. I want one of those. And she was just so excited from all of that. So what's next? Well, here's what I'm going to do for side mirrors. It's going to be a little bit tricky. So I bought these online on Amazon. These are aluminum. The feedback on these was excellent. So yeah, that doesn't look good with that, right? Well, guess what I've got coming in? I've got Kawasaki green paint coming in. And I'm going to take these off and I'm going to paint these green. So I'm going to paint everything that's silver. I'm going to paint that green. And I think I'm going to like that oblong effect instead of the, you know, up and down. The horizontal mirror I think we're going to like better. It'll show better. So that's what's next, and I'll show you all video when I get done with that. I think I'm even going to, you know, do my screws as well. I want these to look nice. These were only, by the way, these are, I think they're quality pieces. These are only 66 bucks on Amazon. Next, yeah, rock lights. I haven't done them yet. I've had 2 kits of them in for a couple of months now, and I'm finally going to put the rock lights on and go green. So this green machine is ready to go. One last little tip that I learned from a guy on the internet, and that is, when you're done cleaning these things, you know, you want to spray them down with something. So here's what I bought online: a gallon of WD-40 and a simple air sprayer for, I think that was less than 20 bucks. Just an inexpensive, cheap air sprayer, right? And so all you do is you fill her up and you just spray her down, man. She works great. And you can get your whole unit done in about 5 minutes, sprayed down after you've got it washed. And that's going to disperse a lot of the water, especially around the joints. That's going to keep things from building up on the plastics as well. But getting rid of that water around all of your mechanicals is really important, and all of your joints and things. So thought that was a neat trick that I wanted to show everybody. And that's about it. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend, and I'll keep you up to date on the next projects coming up. There's a couple more that I am about to partake on for this unit too. Have a great week.